We're tearing down the walls to discover another amazing secret when Eye on LA returns. Los Angeles is a city filled with fascinating secrets, and sometimes LA's past comes back in special little ways. In this unassuming building in downtown LA, behind the Metro PCS store, is one of LA's great secret hidden treasures. Murals by famed tile maker Ernest Batchelder.
Mr. Batchelder is the beginning of a great tile production in California, and he became one of the largest in the United States.
These Dutch-themed murals were created by Mr. Batchelder back in 1914 for a Dutch chocolate shop. The murals were covered by plywood when the shop closed years later, and no one knew about them. That is, until a new owner took over the space last year.
He saw to it that the plywood was removed and the amazing murals of Batchelder could be seen again.
This place is his greatest creation. It was hidden for 30 years.
This is the greatest collection of custom Batchelder tile in the world.
Had this been anywhere else in Los Angeles, this all would have been torn out. But instead it was sort of covered over very cheaply, thankfully. And now it can be saved.
The hope for this secret space is to bring it back to its original form, a Dutch chocolate shop, very soon. But for now, you'll be able to check out this piece of hidden history during 2 LA Conservancy walking tours of downtown.
It's eye candy. It's this amazing experiential, tactile experience to see these tiles, and it just draws people, and I think it's a great meeting place.
Downtown Los Angeles is filled with extraordinary little relics of the past.
The new owner of LA's iconic Clifton's Cafeteria shed some light on a buried secret. Built in 1935, LA's beloved Clifton's was designed as a fantasy land to nourish the imagination while diners nourished their bellies.
During the Depression, it actually had a rule that you could pay what you could for people that didn't have enough money.
But in 2011, Clifton's handed their trays over to a new owner, and during renovations, a remarkable discovery was found.
And this is the secret that we found in Clifton's basement, and it's this remarkable neon light that's been on for about 75 years since the Depression. The people at the Neon Museum have told me that this bulb beats every other bulb by at least 20 years. But it's also just a beautiful relic of Broadway and the lights that used to be on Broadway, and to show that one light never went out.
It's not unusual for a town to adopt an animal as its mascot, but the nearly forgotten tale of how the city of El Monte got its mascot is a story made for a movie. El Monte, California, a small town with a big secret. A secret about lions.
The lions mean everything to El Monte. That's what made us famous in the 20s and 30s.
A tourist attraction that brought millions of visitors to El Monte almost 100 years ago. Today, one of LA's best secrets that we're about to reveal.
It's hard to believe that this freeway people drive every day was once the site of an internationally known lion farm.
Here, where this overpass to the I-10 freeway now stands, was once the site of the world-famous Gay's Lion Farm. Donna Crippen is the curator for the El Monte Historical Museum, home to memorabilia from the lion farm.
That's what's so neat. Even now, people that have lived here for years didn't realize we'd have a lion farm until they come in.
The farm opened in 1925. Owners Charles and Muriel Gay, circus performers from France, came to America with the dream of owning lions.
So they would both be hands-on. I'm looking at some of these pictures behind her, and they would just...
That was their family. Yeah, that was their life.
Some of the lions went on to major fame thanks to Charles's connections with the then growing film industry.
The MGM started when Cecil B. DeMille was a good friend of Charlie Gay, and so that's when they started making the movies. They made a lot of stars and movies out here.
Donna, a lifelong El Monte resident, says she remembers as a child hearing the call of the wild.
We would hear those lions roaring on Monday nights because they never fed them Monday. Charles always fed that if they were out in the wilderness, they would never get all the meat all the time. So they had them fast one day, and that was Monday. And so by Monday night, oh, you could just hear them roaring. You'd think they were right out under your windowsill.
Gay's Lion Farm shut its doors in 1942. The lions were sent to zoos and circuses around the country. But hints of the legacy of the lion remain around El Monte. At the high school, where the mascot is the lion,